What's up, everyone? We're back with the episode 3 of the Gridiron Gamers podcast. I'm T-Pro, and we got Grant.
Hello.
And we got Connor.
Yo, what up?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I'm loving the truck.
Oh, we started on that already. We're obsessed with it.
Well, I want to make sure we got to it before we got to your PC.
Oh, fine.
Dude, no, like, seriously, it's hard to park, but it's awesome. I mean, I freaking love it. I've always sat in the tailgate eating lunch, and it's just like a dream.
That's bad.
Can you do that on your PC?
No, probably because if I sat on it, I'd break it. And I don't fancy doing that.
Fatty, fatty. Here's some chocolate fatso.
What are you trying to say? Just because I said I had ice cream before I joined
like
Skype
150 or something like that?
Hmm?
Aren't you like 150 or something like that?
I'm 170 something.
Oh, that's right. You measure in stones, don't you?
Oh, if I'm 170 stone, I wouldn't be here.
Isn't a stone's like 14.1 pounds if I have that right?
Yeah, 14 pounds.
Good
Yeah.
lord, that would be just...
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be here. I would be your truck, basically.
I think I read a story that there's actually someone that weighs like 1,060 pounds, and supposedly that if they could like fold the fat in like one area, they could stop a bullet. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like,
pretty crazy.
You see those ballistic tests where it's like they have the gels or whatever that they shoot it into. His fat could stop a bullet from getting into his vital organs. It's crazy.
That's what we need to do for our military. We need them to get all fat, so they don't have to worry about getting shot anymore. There you go.
Yeah, but when it comes to running after people, they'll be a little bit screwed.
Well, we don't really do that much anymore. So anyway, we got
getting
robots and stuff.
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
all the Predator missiles. It's all about the AC-130s.
We got
This is what
guns
Call of
that
Duty
can
has taught
shoot
me.
over 1,000 meters.
Wait, say that again?
Have guns that can shoot over 1,000 meters.
I think that's really cool. I think
It's cheating.
for me, weapons are like cars for most people. Like, I love how guns work. I love how you can modify them, make them better, customize them. That fascinates me so much.
That's nice.
That's nice, son. Let's go back to the big boys talking about cars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or PC. That is absolutely superb.
Have you had a chance to like play any games on your PC?
I played Battlefield 3 on ultra settings without a problem. Online, it's amazing. And Skyrim. Heaven.
That's awesome. Just
With mods and everything, it's so good. Like, it's just unbelievable. And that's about it.
do we
much
know like how far ahead PCs are in front of like the 360?
Oh,
Miles.
yeah, definitely.
And you can constantly upgrade anyway, so.
Yeah, like Grant's computer isn't even the top of the line nowadays. Like, it's really good, but like you can throw like two 59 GTX 5900s in there, and you're golden.
Have you heard any news about the 720 that's coming out?
Guardian from the chat actually told me that I don't know if this is true. It's probably just a rumor that'll probably never happen, but he told me that the graphics card in it is equivalent to AMD 6770, which is slower than what I have, and it's like medium. It's like mid-range, and I need to look how expensive that is. It's like it's like for one of those graphics cards, it's like $130 is what you'd be getting.
So what I'm thinking is that when it comes out, it's probably going to be about $500, $600. If that's true, this thing's going to cost a lot.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because it's going to be overpriced. And I think like the thing
Sony let
is,
themselves down when it came to overpricing when they released the PS3. They
PS3
got
came out
a
around
lot
600.
Yeah, the PS3 was like $600. PS3
But the
was
360 came out
expensive.
around the same time for like 400, which I think was a
Exactly.
huge
Well,
advantage.
the PS3 came out like a year later. If you
It came out a
remember,
year
like-
later, really?
Like the Xbox. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
near
know if
enough.
it was a year, but it was a long time. It was like a
I think
few
it was about 8 months.
Yeah, it was a long time. The
I lost track of
PS3
time then.
didn't get released until a while, so the Xbox really
March
got
2007.
most of the consumers, and they kind of won that battle.
So we're running on what, year 6 of the 360?
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
think so.
Wow. That's insane that I've played my 360 for that long. Because like most other consoles don't last around 3 years or so, or at least
Say
since
that to my
No, I
PS.
mean, today in modern times, like, things are. I don't know.
Well, look how
I don't
fast
want to say
Nintendo
things
put
are
out
more
consoles.
reliable because obviously the 360, like.
Boom,
Rodriguez-
Connor's computer breaks.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think like technology isn't. It's still growing, but with games and how games are being able to be run, I think we're almost at a point where it's going to be harder and harder to get developers that want to put more work into making higher graphic games because it takes a lot longer time to create those games. Like, and I think, like, one of the major problems is, like, with how games are created. Like, they use, different, like, geometry. Like, there's different, like, you get, like, triangles, and you get, like, rectangles, or I don't know exactly how it works, but, like, you get more and more, you get a bigger shape that has more edges, and so you can, like, shrink it down into, like, little tiny pixels, and it looks cleaner. And I think you're almost going to get to a point where you need to kind of change that technology and how it works, like, where you can just, like, draw a sketch up and it does it all. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think
Connor, did you do maths today or something? You're talking about shapes a lot.
I don't know. I just
Triangles,
remember watching a
squares,
video.
rectangles, and then like other sided shapes
Were you playing
that are
Geometry
called
Wars?
polygons,
No,
but I didn't really know that word.
Geometry Wars.
No, okay, did you hear what Woody said about consoles?
No, what do you say?
This was on PKA like a while ago. He said he would not mind paying for a new console every year if it was upgraded. I'd be like, no. No. I would not do that.
I'm almost to a point where I don't know if I'll buy I don't know if I'll buy a next gen console. I might just, because the thing with PCs is if you have the knowledge base behind them, and it's not that hard to learn.
Right.
Like,
I'm
you can
learning.
buy a pretty good PC like Grant did, and like 3 years from now, you can notice, oh, maybe I need a graphics card upgrade. You don't. I mean, that's all you need to really upgrade, and that's like $200. And so, like, you can afford a $200 upgrade like every year. Like, and then maybe like a year or two later, you'd be like, oh, my processor's getting a little slow, like $300.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
But with a
think it's
console
easier.
where you can't customize it, it becomes like the iPhone in a case where if you keep putting out a new one every year, would people buy it? Because the people would buy the iPhones, but the consoles just sound like, because you buy $60 games on top of it, I don't know if consumers would want to buy it.
That's the problem because, like $60. I mean, you could get like 5 games, and you're paying like the price of the console,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is crazy.
That's how it works.
I'm pretty sure I did that this Christmas.
And it's
Not the only
just
one.
crazy to think about that, with how games are like that. And I know a lot of work goes into making these games and stuff, but I mean, it's just, I don't know.
You want me to blow your mind real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, no.
So the 360 is made by Microsoft, okay, which is
No.
well-known computer software company, and yada yada yada. What if if they made the 360 customizable, would that kill a PC?
No.
No. That would
You-
kill the 360.
You think it would kill a 360?
Yeah,
if they
because
made
people would
it
just
customizable?
buy computers. And then
It wouldn't be a
customize
games
that.
console.
It would be
It
a
would be a
PC. It It would be a personal computer that you could customize. That's what, and I think
But I think the
that's
controller
almost,
aspect has something to do with it.
That's
I think
almost
people
what I
love
think
controllers.
Microsoft wants to do with the next like Windows 7. Like, you know, we have Windows 7 now, and I think like they're talking about Windows 8 a lot, and Windows 8 is in beta, and I'm hearing rumors that Windows 8 might be able to play Xbox games.
Oh, dude, I would love that.
If that happened, I'm not
That would
sure
kill
exactly
360.
what would happen, but that might kill the 360. But at the same time, I think the main consumer of the 360, the people that don't know computers, the people like the kids that just want something that just works, that you can just plug into your TV and play. I think the sales of the 360 will go down, but I think it might still be successful. And you know, they'd have to take that like into consideration while making the next 360 if they decide to do that with Windows 8.
That would be very interesting. I might actually. Well, okay. Let me start off by saying that I'm a Mac guy. I'm sorry. Okay, but but it's like I would need
Apple
my
fanboy.
PC. I would need my PC like secure. I would know that if I go looking on xvideos.com that I'm not gonna get viruses and my gamer tag would be messed up. Like I would need that kind of security. Because you know the thing about Macs though, right? Is that they have like there's some kind of encryption key inside to where it just randomly generates a new code like every hour or so, and it makes it very, very difficult to crack in and get hacked by viruses, whatever kind of PC jargon that is.
Well, I mean, Steam's pretty secure. If they look at what Steam is like,
Oh, true.
and they they take, and I think they should like get in like partner up with Steam if they were
Would be a bad
smart.
move.
If they were smart. But I don't think they do that because Microsoft is Microsoft, and Microsoft does whatever it wants, and it does its own thing.
Yeah, I think Microsoft thinks that. I think they know that they're the giants, and
So
Steam
they're gonna
would be
try
nice.
and go back to the original Microsoft of creating or recreating something and trying to do it better. But I don't know how well that would work. But I think if they did that, I would really love it because I have an Xbox 360 right here, but I very rarely use it. And I only play like a couple games. But if Windows 8 came out and I could play Xbox games on it, like, that would just be awesome because I could work, especially if you could download them and you could just play them whenever. And I would love that. I think it's a great idea. But I think Microsoft might not want to do that because they want to really push the Xbox 360, and because of how successful it is now, I don't think they want to lose that, but I'm not sure.
I don't think that they would do that whole thing where it's like they would have the PC be the super console almost, because they basically double their sales if they had a 360. If they combine them into one, they would have to supercharge the price, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, they just make more sales off of the 360 and Windows.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's my thought. Still not guy, but I love 360.
Get a PC.
I'm actually
I'm not
thinking-
smart enough. I've had three
I'm not
PCs
smart.
over a
I got
span
someone
of 2
to
years.
build it for me.
No. I once had 3 PCs over a span of 2 years, and I was just like, I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. Okay, it just won't work. It won't turn on. So you know what? You know what I do? I go to a Mac, and it works perfectly. That's my thing.
You know you can run Windows on Macs, right? You know that.
Yes, I do. I've actually done it before for a class, but it's just like I don't know. I like the OS X software. It's very.
I can actually agree with you. I think Macs are. This is a great transition into our next topic: PC versus Mac. But I think Macs are really good, because they're so simple to use and they're easy to pick up, and I don't know, just like you said, like it just works. And
Yeah.
I love the fact that you can, like people always say, like I've heard over the past like